Hello friends, in previous lecture we see coset and Lagrange's theorem. Also some corollary on Lagrange's theorem. In this lecture we are going to study direct product. Here Cartesian product definition. Of set S1, S2, Sn is a set of n tuples A1, A2, An where Ai belongs to Si, and this product and this Cartesian product denoted by S1 cross S2 cross Sn, or this notation I varies from 1 to n Si. That means each component Ai belongs to Si. Ai belongs to Si. Now similarly here one theorem let G1, G2, Gn are groups for A1, A2, An, B1, B2, Bn, are in defined A1, A2, An, B1, B2, Bn as A1, B1, comma, A2, B2 and so on, An, Bn. Then this set I varies from 1 to n. Gi is a group under this operation, under the given binary operation, under the given operation. Here each Ai belongs to Gi, and Bi belongs to Gi. Then Ai, Bi belongs to Gi. Ai, Bi belongs to Gi, since Gi is a group, closure property satisfies. And therefore, if you take A1, A2, An belongs to This I varies from 1 to n gi, and B1, B2, Bn belongs to gi. If then its product A1, A2, An, B1, B2, Bn, and its product is component wise. And so A1, B1, A2, B2, An, Bn, and each component belongs to Gi, and so this belongs to I varies from 1 to n Gi. That means closure property satisfied. Closure property satisfied. Now for associatives here, if you take three elements A1, A2, An, for associative B1, B2, Bn, C1, C2, Cn, this can be written, solve this, that means A1, A2, An, and in bracket product of this B1, C1, B2, C2, dash Bn, Cn. Now again this is equal to here A1, B1, C1, comma, A2, B2, C2, comma, and so on, An, Bn, Cn. This can be written A1, B1 out of bracket C1, A2, B2 out of bracket C2, and so on, An, Bn out of bracket Cn, since each Gi satisfy associative, each in Gi associative property satisfied, and so we use this. Again, if A1, B1, A2, B2, and so on, An, Bn, this is C1, C2, Cn, and this gives A1, A2, An into B1, B2, Bn, C1, C2, Cn. So clearly associative property satisfied. Now here EI belongs to Gi is an identity. Is an identity element. Therefore, E1, E2, En is an identity element in Cartesian product of G1 cross G2 up to Gn. This is an identity element, component wise identity. Now A1, A2, An belongs to I varies from 1 to n Gi, then inverse of A1, A2, An is A1 inverse, A2 inverse, dash An inverse, component wise inverse, and this is belongs to belongs to this Cartesian product. That means closure property satisfied, associative law satisfied, identity exists and inverse exists. So this set is a group under component wise operation, is a group under component wise operation. Now here one example. Consider Z2 cross Z3 and it contains 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 and 1 2. There are 6 elements. Z2 contains 2 elements, Z3 contains 3 elements, Z2 cross Z3 containing 6 elements, Here consider again to show Z2 cross Z3 is cyclic. That means to show there exists an element, in Z2 cross Z3 which generates Z2 cross Z3 which generates. So take 1 1. Here addition, component wise addition, here in Z2 addition operation, in Z3 also addition operation, addition modulo 2, here addition modulo 3. Here 1 1 is 1 1. Now power means multiple of 1. Actually if addition is operation, then a raised to n means n into a. A raised to n means if operation is addition, then this their operation is addition, there 1 1 to the power 2 means 2 into 1 1. This is 1 1 plus 1 1. This is equal to 0 2. Here 0, here 2. Now 3 1 1 means 2 1 1 plus 1 1, and this gives 2 1 1 means 0 2 plus 1 1, and this is equal to here 1 and 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 means 0 in Z3, 1 0. Now 4 1 1 means 3 1 1 plus 1 1, 3 times 1 1 plus 1 times 1 1. This gives 1 0 plus 1 1. This is equal to 1 plus 1 is again 0, and this is 1. Now 5 times 1 1 means 5 times 1 1 means 1 1 to the power 5. This is 4 times 1 1 plus 1 1. This gives 0 1 plus 1 1. This is equal to 1, 2. Here 6, 1, 1 is equal to 5 times 1, 1, 1, 1. Here 5 times 1, 1 means 1, 2 plus 1, 1. This gives 0, 0. That means order of this element 1, 1 is 6. Order of this element is 6. This gives here, if you take we get these elements like this from 1, 1, then 0, 2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2 and 0, 0. And this is equal to this element and this is equal to Z2 cross Z3. That means Z2 cross Z3 is a cyclic generated by 1, 1. In this example like this here, theorem Zm cross Zn is cyclic and isomorphic to Zmn if and only if m and n are relatively prime. That means GCD of m and n is 1. GCD of m and n is 1. That means first take Zm cross Zn is cyclic and it is isomorphic to Mn, and then show that m and n are relatively prime. Consider the cyclic subgroup of Zm cross Zn generated by 1, 1. Generated by 1, 1. Here addition is operation is component wise addition. Here operation is component wise addition. In first component operation is addition modulo m, and in for second component operation is addition modulo n. Now here for first component one is 0 after m समान twice m समान and so on and so on. Second component 1. It's 0 after n summand, twice n summand and so on. Twice n summand and so on. Okay. Now simultaneously 0 yields. Here simultaneously 0 yields. Now 0 yields simultaneously 0 yields simultaneously the number of summand must be multiple of both m and n. Both m and n. That means the smallest number multiples of both m and n is mn. If and only if m and n are relatively prime. If and only if m and n are relatively prime. That means a subgroup generated by 1 1, a subgroup generated by 1 1 is of order mn, is of order mn. Here it is cyclic subgroup. It is cyclic subgroup. And order mn, that means it is isomorphic to Zn cross Zn when if m and n are relatively prime. When it is possible, m and n are relatively prime. Now conversely here, take m and n are relatively prime, and to show Zm cross Zn is cyclic. Zm cross Zn is cyclic. Conversely, take m and n are relatively prime. That means GCD of m n is equal to 1. Suppose here, suppose GCD of m n is equal to d and this is greater than 1. Assume this. Suppose this GCD of m and n is not equal to 1. It is greater than, then clearly then Mn by D is divisible by both M and N is divisible by both M and N. Now, if we take any element Rs belongs to Zm cross Zn, if we take any element Rs belongs to, then Rs and so on. This Mn by D summand Rs plus Rs plus Rs Mn by D times, this gives 0 because M divides this number, also N divides this number. M divides this number and N divides this number, so this gives 0. That means Rs is a subgroup generated by this element Rs. Order of this element less than Mn. Less than Mn. That means Mn by D. Less than Mn means Mn by D. Rs is general element. That means there is no element Rs in Zm cross Zn which generates whole group. That whole group means Zm cross Zn. Zm cross Zn. That means Zm cross Zn is not isomorphic. There is no element which generates. That means there is no generator in Zm cross Zn which is isomorphic to Zmn, which is isomorphic. This group is isomorphic to Zmn, and this is cyclic. That means it is not cyclic, which is a contradiction. This is cyclic, which is isomorphic. That means Zm cross Zn isomorphic to Zmn. It is cyclic, so it is cyclic. But there is no generator in Zm cross Zn which generates this whole group, which is a contradiction, and so our supposition is wrong. Therefore Mn, our supposition is wrong, and therefore Mn, if Mn, GCD of Mn is equal to 1, then this group is cyclic and it is isomorphic to Mn, Zmn. Okay, we stop here. Thank you.